You owe it to yourself, not to your friends, not to your parents, not to society, not even to the version of you others expect. You owe it to you to become the most honest, powerful, fulfilled version of yourself. This is your life, and no one else is going to live it for you. No one else is going to build your dream. No one else is going to feel your regret. So let's talk about what that really means. You owe it to yourself to wake up, to stop sleepwalking through days, through months, through years, to stop telling yourself someday, to stop pushing everything meaningful to the side while life quietly passes you by. You owe it to yourself to be present in your own life, to stop living on autopilot, to stop numbing yourself with distractions, to wake up with intention. Each day you get is borrowed time. So ask yourself, what are you doing with it? You owe it to yourself to start, not to wait, not to overthink, not to perfect your plan 100 times before taking step one. To start, right now, right where you are. Start messy, start afraid, start with shaky hands and an unsure heart, but start anyway, because clarity doesn't come from sitting still. Clarity comes from movement, from momentum, from taking the first ugly, imperfect step toward the life you want. You owe it to yourself to let go of who you were. That version of you that always played it safe, that doubted everything, that settled because it was easier, you've outgrown them. And if you want to step into your next chapter, you've got to stop rereading the last one. Let go of the identity you've built around pain, around failure, around limitation. You are not your worst moments. You are not your mistakes. You are not the label someone gave you years ago. You owe it to yourself to evolve, to give yourself the freedom to change, to grow, to rise. You owe it to yourself to go after what you want. Not what sounds acceptable, not what's trending, not what you were told you should want, but what your soul aches for. The business, the art, the fitness, the purpose, the peace. You don't need permission to want what you want. You just need the courage to pursue it, even if it's not popular, even if no one else understands it, even if you have to walk alone for a while. You owe it to yourself to stop explaining. You don't have to justify your grind, your boundaries, your silence, your fire. Let your progress speak. Let your energy speak. Let your discipline speak. You're not here to be understood by everyone. You're here to become someone you understand, someone you respect, someone you believe in. You owe it to yourself to build habits that honor your future. Not habits that numb, not habits that maintain your comfort, but habits that build your legacy. Wake up early. Train your body. Feed your mind. Say no to chaos. Say yes to boundaries. Organize your space. Protect your peace. Track your progress. Because the most successful version of you isn't created overnight. It's created every morning, brick by brick, day by day. You owe it to yourself to keep going. It won't always feel good. You'll want to quit. You'll feel like it's not working. You'll think, maybe this isn't for me. But here's the thing. The hardest part of the journey often comes right before the breakthrough. So keep going. Not because it's easy, but because it's yours. No one else will fight for your dream like you can. No one else will care about your peace like you must. No one else can walk your path, so walk it. Crawl if you have to. Limp if it hurts. But do not stop. You owe it to yourself to forgive your past mistakes, your younger self, your moments of weakness. You cannot build a powerful life if you're still punishing yourself for a version of you that no longer exists. Learn, grow, release. You can't be full of purpose if you're full of pain. Forgive, not to forget, but to be free. You owe it to yourself to believe in your power. Because most of the time, the only thing standing between you and your dream is the belief that it's not possible for you. That's a lie. You've survived 100% of your worst days. You've overcome more than you even admit. You have power in your breath, purpose in your bones, potential waiting to be activated. So stop doubting your worth. Start believing in your ability to rise. You owe it to yourself to make it count. Not every second, not every hour, but every season. Make your efforts count. Make your decisions count. Make your life a reflection of everything you were born to express, explore, and become. Leave behind a life that echoes, not because of what you had, but because of who you chose to be. Final scene. Fade to the same figure walking confidently into a new day. Music rises slowly. Narrator, gentle but powerful. You owe it to yourself to become more than you've been. to show up, to try again, to get back up, to rise higher. This is not about perfection. It's about responsibility. It's about ownership. It's about becoming a person you can be proud of. So let go of waiting. Let go of blame. Let go of fear. And take the step. You owe it to yourself to live like this life is yours. Because it is. And the time to claim it is now.